Sir, could you say and spell your first name and last name?
Ladies and gentlemen, when a reporter has to ask how to spell your first and last name, that means they don't know who you are. Further. Hi everybody, it's me, AV. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we talk about all things law, true crime, and debauchery. Child, listen, we need to tie up the bow on the Cardi B drama, not only because Cardi B is using all of her pictures from the trial, but also because I did not get an opportunity to show you guys Immani's side of the press conference immediately after the verdict came out. I'm telling you, you're going to want to get your tea and relax because this is debauchery. If you're not subscribed here, you're going to want to do that now because we do some reactions from time to time. We talk about true crime as well, but so many of you guys sent this video to me and you were like, AV, please, sis, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Immani, the woman who is a security guard that was involved with the case of Cardi B, also spoke outside of the courthouse after the verdict came in.
Emani, are you disappointed with the verdict?
Not at all. I don't think that it reflects the truth, but I'm not disappointed. We know that the justice system is sometimes flawed, and unfortunately, that was the case for me. Like I said, I still stand firm on my position. I still stand firm on my attorney. I think we fought a good fight, but like I said, more importantly, it's about accountability. I had my day in court. I showed up. I held my head high, and I can walk away and say that I showed up, and she had to look me in the eye. I had to look her in the eye, and we did our best.
Are you sorry you brought the case in retrospect?
Not at all. Not at all.
She said that she would refuse to countersue in this case. She said that if anybody else, brings a case, this is her words, that's frivolous, she called it, she would be countersuing, not to basically mess with her again. What do you think about that?
This is for me?
Yeah.
Struggle lawyer makes an appearance. And we also see Granny. I kid you guys not. Go ahead and rewind that. I was focused on Granny. Granny is there in the background with the sunglasses on and the nails, fresh manicure, okay? Holding Starbucks like they did something. What is this? Immani saying that she's not disappointed. Okay. You're not disappointed that you didn't get your $24 million. Struggle lawyer is about to talk, so let's watch that.
Well, my statement is, obviously, you never know what a jury's going to do. You could try a case in different courts with different juries, and you'll have 10 different outcomes. You just never really know what a jury's going to do. We did our best to present the facts that we needed to present to the jury, and we obviously have a right to appeal, and our intention is to appeal.
How do you feel about how the defendant conducted herself in court?
I thought it was totally unprofessional. I think it showed value to her character, the type of person that she is. A lot of her body language, her body gestures, her facial expressions, her disrespect for the court, I think speaks to who she is. I think we saw how I conducted myself during this trial, and I think that speaks volume.
Sir, could you say and spell your first name and last name?
Sure. My name is Ron Rosenjump.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, when a reporter has to ask how to spell your first and last name, that means they don't know who you are. Further, we did our best. We did our best is indicative of we didn't know what we were doing and we lost, and we're going to take this L, this big fat L. Now, what I didn't appreciate here is Immani talking about Cardi's character. Yes, she said what she said, but at the same time, Cardi B, I said it from the beginning, guys. She's highly litigious. She has experience with people in court, in civil court to be specific. Struggle lawyer is going to try to take the spotlight. But again, if nobody knows how to spell your name, dear sir, there is something wrong.
Faza, I'm the attorney for the plaintiff. I've had this case for a number of years. I did take it over from another lawyer, and we put it together as best we could with what we had to work with. I disagree with the verdict. As you know, you can see from Cardi B, she has a history of doing these things. Even today in the courthouse, right in where I'm standing in this area, she threw something at one of you, and I think that's just,
He
very
was a
poor,
YouTuber.
poor judgment on
He
her part
wasn't a
to go ahead and
reporter.
do something like that here in the courthouse. This is a court. You don't do this. It's wrong, and she really, made a fool of herself, in my
So
opinion.
with a unanimous verdict, what is the basis for an appeal? Would it be a factual error, something that the judge did wrong? What would the basis be for an appeal?
Well, there's many different things that occurred. I can't really get into the details now. That would be for the appellate attorney that I work with, who's going to be handling that with me, and we will decide how we're going to handle it.
So let me talk to you guys for a second about what an appeal is. In civil trial, what happens is whenever somebody wants to appeal, and you'll see it on the criminal side as well, what happens is you have a decision that came from a trial court. Almost think of it as a 3-step pyramid. The first step is the trial court. The next level is the appeals court. And then the third level is the Supreme Court, which is a very high bar to get there. Most of these things start in the state trials, so trial court, right? Small claims, things like this, civil trials, whatever the case may be. Now, to get up to the state's appeals court, you have to prove that there was some error that happened in the trial. Either there was a procedural error that the judge made, or there was some type of procedural error on the other side's behalf. Another attorney that specializes in appeals will typically step in. Now, that means that brown suit guy here, struggle lawyer, budget lawyer, is going to have to step back and allow somebody else to take the wheel.
Miss Ellis, what's next for you?
I'm going to law school.
Immani said she's going to law school. Let me break that down for y'all. What are the steps to go to law school? It's very simple. It's a 3-step process. 1, you have your bachelor's degree. You need to have a bachelor's degree. The second thing that you do is take the LSAT. That is the law school admissions test. It's not an easy test. It's kind of broken down into 3 or 4 categories, but what it does is to see if you have the competency to even go to law school. After you pass that test, then you apply. Now, the scores range from about 140 to 180. Typically, the sweet spot is between, I'm going to say 150 to 180. Students typically range from 140 to 170. The higher your score, the better the school that you get into. Immani is also 32 years old, right? Typically, people apply to law school right out of college. I'll be honest, I was a late bloomer when I went to law school, and I think I started at 27, 28, but I went part-time as I had a full-time job. So I worked throughout the day and went to law school at night. It was a 4-year program, and your girl ain't practicing. Does that mean that Immani couldn't be a successful law student? At her age, she would have to go to either a part-time program or a full-time program. So once you are admitted, it's a 3-year full-time program and it is a 4-year part-time program. You have 2 exams that come after that. That means that you need to pass the MPRE, the Model Rules of Professional Ethics, which Immani, I believe your attorney is about to get sanctioned for violating one of those rules. And then you have to pass the bar exam. So Immani is 32 right now. Let's say at 35, 36, she wants to jump into a career of law. This is what we're going to see. The big question is, do y'all believe this? What do you think? What a way to take an L and also talk about what the future looks like. Is this case going to bar her from being an attorney? No. But you know what else she has to put on her bar application? The big question, have you been involved with any civil or criminal cases? Let us know the dates. Let us know the nature. Let us know why. If so, she's going to have to explain this case, a frivolous lawsuit, to the Board of Bar Overseers.
Did you decide to go to law school?
I had already had plans on going to law school, but I think during this case, it kind of amplified a lot of those dreams.
Do you feel like you've been painted in a bad light in the public?
I think from the defendant, yes. But that's what she's going to do. She's going to make me seem like a bad person. I know who I am. I know the things that I've accomplished. So that's all that matters to
You
me.
you started out as a fan of her music. Are you still a fan today?
And no.
Miss Ellis, Cardi did ask that the public please leave you alone, not slander you, say things behind your back on social media. Does that mean anything to you?
That's news to me. She's never told me that. She's never even offered me an apology. So I'm not sure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Immani has plans to go to law school. Did not react to the fact that Cardi B actually said, hey, please leave this woman alone. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm particularly interested in what you guys think about the law school comment. I don't know. I don't know if she's really serious about it. This is a long haul. Trust me. I've been there. I've done it. I've sat through it. We see through it too. So let me know what you guys think. In the meantime, watch these other videos. Check out our other playlists on all things Cardi B. We got more cases coming, more true crime cases coming too. It's going to be fantastic. You're going to want to make sure you subscribe. Check that notification bell. Hype. There's a new feature down there called Hype. If you have it, click it. Okay? Hype your girl. I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay safe out there. Bye.